The Bombing of Darwin, also known as the Battle of Darwin, on 19th of February 1942, was the largest single attack ever mounted by a foreign power on Australia post-colonisation. On that day, 242 Japanese aircraft in two separate raids attacked the town, ships in Darwin's harbour, and the town's two airfields in an attempt to prevent the Allies from using them as bases to contest the invasion of Timor and Java during World War II. Darwin was lightly defended relative to the size of the attack, and the Japanese inflicted heavy losses upon Allied forces at little cost to themselves. When you hear the word creativity, what do you think of next? If you're like many people, your mind immediately leaps to artistic endeavours like sculpture, drawing, music, or dance. You may equate creative with artistic. You may believe that architects and designers are paid to be creative thinkers, but CEOs, lawyers, and doctors are not. Or you may feel that being creative is a fixed trait, like having brown eyes. Either you're born with creative genes or you're not. We have come to see this set of misconceptions as the creativity myth. It is a myth that far too many people share. This book is about the opposite of that myth. It is about what we call creative confidence, and at its foundation is the belief that we are all creative. A lot of parents and teachers see their bright children becoming anxiously fixated on grades and losing the adventurous, inquiring spirit that they had when they were small. They study because it is going to be on the test, not because it is interesting or useful. Or adults see their less able children becoming ashamed of their constant inability to do what is required, and so becoming either actively resistant to school or passive and invisible. Both ends of the achievement spectrum can experience a curious but intense mixture of stress and boredom. The obsession with grades and test scores turns some children into conservative and docile winners at the examination game. Many muddle by in the middle, willing to play a game they don't fully understand. In a virtuous circle, research shows being happy energizes you, and at the same time, having more energy makes it easier for you to engage in activities like socializing and exercise that boost happiness. Studies also show that when you feel energetic, your self-esteem rises. Feeling tired, on the other hand, makes everything seem arduous. An activity that you'd ordinarily find fun, like putting up holiday decorations, feels difficult, and a more demanding task like learning a new software program feels overwhelming. Micro-goals are short-term, clear-cut objectives accomplished on a daily basis. These tasks are able to bridge the gap between an individual and successful productivity. If the main goal is to lose weight, for example, just lose weight is too abstract and obscure to be an effective goal to strive to reach. It may even prove to be demotivating for the individual, leaving them feeling like a failure. But how much weight does this person want to lose? How will they do this? It is important to have both specific primary and micro goals. Here is a good example of both. Let's say this person's primary goal is to lose 6 kilograms in 3 months. The definitive steps that person must undertake to do so are their micro goals. Thus, this person's micro goals are to run 1 kilometre every day while maintaining a daily diet of 1,000 calories per meal.